Hi everyone! So today I'm going to share with you my signature smoothie recipe. I absolutely love this smoothie. I have it like every time. Give or take a few ingredients that might missed out or change a little bit, but generally the basics of it is what I have each time because I absolutely love it. You get your chocolate hit with cacao, you get your sweet fix with dates, you get a bit of a biscuit taste as well with peanut butter. So it really like hits all the spots. It works as a dessert. It really fills you up. Filling up on the good stuff. It's banana based. So let's get into it. Okay, so it's banana based. That makes up the thickness of it. I used to put in about 4 or 5 bananas and then I could have it with a spoon. It would be more like a smoothie bowl. But I'm going to reduce that now to say maximum of 3. I still do like the smoothie to be thicker, but if you think about us drinking all of that, like take your time with it, which I don't always do. So we'll reduce it to the 3 bananas. So the tip for the bananas is, I mean, that's great. When they're like this and they're ripe, that's best to go in anyway. But a tip for the bananas and how I actually like them in the smoothie is when they've been frozen first. Now I freeze them whole. So if you've got too many bananas that are really ripe, or you see them at the store and they're sold in the reduced section because they're at the point where they're already turning colour, just drop them whole straight in the freezer. And then when you get them out, defrost them so you can leave them for a few hours, or you can put them in a bowl of warm water, which is what I'm going to do now. And once they're in the bowl of warm water, they'll take about 10 minutes to defrost, and then they're literally just going to fall into the smoothie maker. And I actually prefer the taste of them when they've been through that process. But otherwise, obviously, just put them straight in there. So we'll just wait for these to defrost. I'll make a little... Okay, so when the bananas are defrosted, they will just like fall out of the skin into there really easily. So as you can see, they're like slush. They just fall right out, and literally I just squeeze all of it out because any nutrients that are under the skin, which often are in most fruits, apparently so, and also that's like the sweet bit as well. So I just feel that that's the best way to freeze them, and by far the easiest way to freeze them as well. And then also you've got a bit of a cooler smoothie, especially for in summer. So that's the frozen bananas. I also add frozen fruit. So the signature, it does vary a little bit. Cherries are my favourite, so I'm going to add just like a handful really of cherries in there. And then it was always mango chunks, but I've decided to go for this exotic fruit mix today, which is mango, pineapple and papaya. So we'll have a handful of those as well. I mean, this is going to make more than 1 serving, so it will do for a couple of you. But other favourites of mine to put in are things like the blueberries. I also like the peach and nectarine. So yeah, you can mix that up a little bit. So that's going to be the base of what we have. I also add a couple of the powders, as I said earlier. So to have your chocolate fix, I put in like a teaspoon of cacao. I also add a teaspoon of Meca Powder. Now, I heard a while ago that this helps increase libido, so I just thought, do all that I can for that. So, yeah, I'm sure there's other health benefits to that as well, but I put in a teaspoon of that as well. And then something I've just got onto recently is the Hemp Protein Powder. So, yeah, I just saw that and thought, oh, I'll start adding that to it as well. So you're getting a few different powders going in there as well. As I said earlier, we're having a bit of the sweet fix. So that's with dates. So it's all raw, dried fruit. So you're getting your sweet dessert with that. So like maybe 2 or 3, maybe, yeah, I'll go for 3. 3 dates with that. And then I also add a teaspoon of peanut butter. So as for the peanut butter, I always get the ones that say like no palm oil. Basically, this says on it 100% peanuts. So that way you know that there's no added sugar, there's no unnecessary anything really. And that will just give it the biscuity taste. So as I've said before, it's not particularly necessarily like the healthiest smoothie, but then also it tastes really good, and you know it's made up with all the good stuff. So variations that I add as well. So at the moment, I'm going to add some flax seeds. So this is to do with the stage of my cycle that I'm on. As you see, that was just like a sprinkle. And I'm also going to add some pumpkin seeds. So the stage of the cycle that I'm on at the moment includes flax seeds and pumpkin seeds to help with the estrogen when I'm at the first part of my cycle. At the second part of the cycle, it would be sesame seeds and sunflower seeds that I would be adding. And that's to do with the progesterone. I can't say that very well, but that's the other hormone. Look that up, seed cycling. I'm not always the best at explaining things like that, but that's what it's to do. It's just to balance our hormones better depending on what part of your cycle that you're at. Obviously for guys, then just add whatever nuts and seeds that you might want to add in that particular, you know, for flavour and just for a bit of health. And I also add, I think, oh yeah, sometimes I add half an avocado. So this will make it really creamy. And also if you want to get in your good fats, avocado's so good for us. But they do say don't really have more than one a day avocado wise. And if I particularly like how they're making guacamole with them, or I like adding them to my salads. So I don't always add them, like not always at all, add them to my smoothies. Now, if I was at home, I would have some Glastonbury spring water to add. That really is the signature smoothie at that point. But at the moment, I've not got that with me. So I'm going to be adding just some bottled water. So don't want to add too much because I like having them thicker, and then like I say, you can have it as a smoothie bowl, but you can just add as much water as you want really to make it the right consistency. And that's about it. I'm going to blend it up and then show you the finished result. Okay, so here we have it. I did add a little bit more water just so I could drink it out of the straw. That's how much. So yeah, add more water by all means, and like I say, that is enough definitely for 2 people. I mean, I could probably drink it all, but I actually checked with AI just before approximately how many calories is this, and before the avocado was about 700 and with the avocado was about 800. So there we go. As you know, it is like a full meal. And I'm not one to like count calories, as in we know that not every calorie is the same, but it's a good idea to kind of have a gauge of like, yeah, that's about how much it is. And yeah, you're drinking a lot of like, you know, you wouldn't eat it. You know, if you're drinking it all, you wouldn't necessarily eat it all. And I know that sometimes I can kind of feel definitely over full because I'm just enjoying it that much, and then afterwards I'm like, okay, I'm so full right now. So, but there we have it. That's the signature smoothie, and it's so good. I hope you try it.